Welcome back to our 5 o'clock news with this bone-chilling weather warning. Winter is coming, and you know what this means? It's hunting season for a nab. Every fall, these invasive species come out of their crusty, dusty slumber looking for a place to nest for the winter. They go by many names, but in the winter months, they're mostly referred to as hobosexuals. Here's a chart for reference. And as you can see from our dustometer, we are expecting record-breaking highs this year, so get ready for the influx of dust coming your way. Now, if you live in these hot zones, you can expect love bomb showers with boxed mac and cheese and hot dogs. False promises of grandeur that we are all too familiar with, for example, and I quote, "My album is about to drop soon, babe." Or my personal favorite, "You're my ride or die. I promise you once I make it to the top, I'ma make you my wife." Yeah. Let's get back to it. Some nocturnals come with a mirage of infinite thrust power. Others may even come with temporary waves of actual decent human behavior. You can see them simulating tasks like cooking, cleaning, taking out the trash, doing the laundry, and folding them. It's almost like they are capable of mimicking functioning human adults. Please be aware that once they grab on, they leech onto you, your car, and your house. As we've seen from previous reports, these are all a farce. And each and every year, the levels of audacity get stronger and stronger, making it more difficult to repel them. Don't allow them to get into your home or they will never leave. The good news is you can do something about it. We strongly advise to get strapped with your Dustbuster 3000. Get your protective gear in order by remembering this acronym. SBE, Standard Boundaries and Expectations. Like having a job, having a home, taking care of his kids. Whether he's involved majority of the time or only part of the time, he should be taking care of his offspring. And that's all we have for you today. Winter is certainly coming. Regardless of the season, whether you call them a nab, hobosexual, or a bandit, a bandito in Spanish, these parasites must be tamed at arm's length. Don't let the winter bug get you ladies. Stay safe out there.
13 miles from Paul Bullard's home is a public housing project in familiar red brick, Perry Homes. It is like most such projects in most big cities. And cemented into the red brick are a series of public policies that work against the children of the poor. Because housing for the poor is scarce, the 1,100 apartments hold not the officially registered 6,000, but with unofficial residents, relatives, and friends, and the Perry Homes schools have reading levels among the lowest in the city. Because Perry Homes was planned on a minimum budget, there are few places for children to play. Because of the same kind of planning, Perry Homes has no doctor, no dentist, no pharmacy.
I want y'all to look at the condition that Black people have always been in and tell me when were Black men providers.
Wait for attention at Grady Memorial Hospital. And partly because of the general rule that welfare is cut off if there is a man in the house, fathers are often driven away so that mother and children can eat.
85% of the head of household is a woman, because most of the...
Hold on, I want y'all to hear what she's saying. This was in 1973. She said 80% of the homes are headed by a woman. This is in 1973. Now, we know from the Moynihan report, it talked about the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. We know in the 1960s was the civil rights movement. Black men were largely fighting to lay up with white women, which they were doing before the civil rights movement. When were Black men providers? When were Black men providers of their home? So we're going to go back so you can hear her say most of the homes were headed by women in 1973. 80% of them, actually. Let's listen to her.
And partly because of the general rule that welfare is cut off if there is a man in the house, fathers are often driven away so that mother and children can eat.
85% of the head of household is a woman, because most of the men who should be in the household, they cannot make a decent living. And of course, it is better to know that a child will be fed 12 months out of the year than 3 months, which you do in the summer when construction work, you can make a decent living.
So when were they providers? Let's call Washington states. We'll call Olympia. Yeah, we gonna call Washington's.
Please wait while we connect your phone call. Thank you for calling the state up to continue in English. Press or say 1.
CSHS, this is Jen. Can I start off by getting a first and last name, please?
Hi, my name is actually Mary. I'm calling. I have a question.
Okay.
So I'm calling because I wanted to sign up for benefits. I'm currently pregnant, but my child's father to be told me that if I get on welfare, they will put him out of the home. So I was just trying to see what the criteria is, because I do need the services right now, but I don't want anyone to get put out the home. So I was trying to see, is it okay if my child's father is with me, lives with me, if I apply for benefits?
What benefits are you wanting to apply for, first and foremost?
TANF.
So, when are you due?
I'm due towards the end of the, at the end of the year in December.
Okay. So he doesn't have to be included until the baby's born. Once the baby's born, then he has to be included on the case. And if you choose that to not include him, then we have to put out an order of child support on him. And if you're living with him, then he has to, it's no question, like you can't opt him out. You guys have to be on the same case.
Okay, so he can be on there. He's not gonna get moved from the home or anything like that. I'm sorry, ma'am.
We don't physically remove anyone from anyone's home. It's just saying that if he's living in the home, he has to be included on the case, because just as much as you're financially eligible for that child, he is as well.
Okay, ma'am, I'm even sorry to have to ask you. My child's father is an African American man, and he told me that historically. Did she hang up on me? Okay, did she didn't really? Okay, she said she ain't trying to hear that.
Please stay on the line for a survey at the end of the call. Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received.
Thank you for calling the DHS call center for State. My name is Martin. Have your first and last name, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am. What is your name?
My name is Diamond with the shape.
Okay, hi, Diamond. I'm calling because I have a question. I'm not sure if you can answer it for me, but if you're not able to, then I will gladly wait for you to grab someone else who can maybe answer my question. And so I'm calling because I've been hearing that welfare removed African American men from their homes.
Okay, before you proceed, can I have your first and last name, please?
Oh, my name is Sandra Day.
You said Sandra Day, Sandra?
Yes, and day as in days of the week.
Thank you. I don't see a contact here for you. Can I have your phone number?
No, I'm not a client. I'm calling because I have a question. I'm not a client.
Okay. Alrighty.
So you stated that you heard that welfare removed men from the household. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. I was told that welfare removed African American men from their homes, and that's why they're unable to be fathers to their children. Have you heard of that?
So unfortunately, this is a call center for SNAP, TANF, and Medicaid. SNAP, TANF, and Medicaid.
So do
And
you?
I think you just an error. Mhm.
I didn't. I called you on purpose. I didn't reach you in error. If you're not able to help me, are you able to transfer me to someone who can?
Well, what do you mean by welfare? Is this in regards to SNAP, TANF, or Medicaid?
Yes, I was just told that welfare removed African American men from the home. And I was trying to figure out if maybe we could work with welfare to possibly get Black African American men back inside the home. I know this is really important. And so if there's anyone that you know, because I know you said that you couldn't help because you are for, I would assume people who are signing up for TANF or food stamp benefits. I'm not trying to sign up for them. I'm just trying to figure out how to correct a problem. And I was told that the problem with absentee African American families is that welfare removed them from the home. So I just wanted to speak with someone about getting them back into the home, because they're saying welfare removed them. Is there a supervisor? Is there a supervisor? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to transfer you to a supervisor, but the supervisors are always ready and available at the service center. You can go to any of our service centers and speak to a DHS representative or a supervisor directly, where they will be able to further advise you in person on this matter.
Right, but I'm not in this state, so I don't have the ability to just come there. I don't want to buy a plane ticket just to get some answers over the phone that could be provided. Ma'am, can I ask you a question? Have you heard of the notion that welfare removed African American men from their homes?
Unfortunately not.
You haven't? Do you know anybody there who has
Yeah.
that I could talk to? Because I thought
the call center for SNAP, TANF, and Medicaid. This is not a physical location.
right.
Unfortunately, I don't have a way to get you to a director or supervisor directly. But what I can give you is the direct line to our suggestions. Well, if there's suggestion/complaint, it is the same line. But you
Okay.
can reach out to them directly, and they'll be able to further advise you on how they can work with you further on this matter.
Well,
Which I do have an
ma'am,
email,
ma'am.
a phone number, and an address.
Excuse me, ma'am. I definitely want the phone number, but I'm specifically, ma'am, I'm just trying to get these men back in the home. They said welfare removed them. And so I thought the logical thing to do would be to call welfare and ask welfare to put them back, because they said that they were removed. So I would need someone who's familiar with that. Like this is said to be like a community-wide issue. So I thought that we could work together. And if you're not able to work with me, then if you could connect me to someone who could work with me, because I think it's really important to have fathers in the homes, don't you think? And if welfare.
Yeah, unfortunately, here at this at my employment, I'm just not able to express my personal opinions and things about my personal feel. But for you in this matter, I think the best step would be for you to reach out to our Office of Program Review, Monitoring, and Investigation.
Okay.
That's the phone number that I'm going to give you, but also
So
I'm going to give you their address and their email.
So
They're the ones that are going to be able to further assist you directly. So that way they'll be able to further advise you on that.
So do you think,
I just don't have any further information to offer. I do apologize.
okay, so do you think that they would then be maybe willing to investigate whether or not welfare indeed removed them from their homes?
Well, that's their office. It's Office of Program Review, Monitoring, and Investigation. So
Okay.
once you reach out to them, they'll be able to let you know what they can do for you exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling the CHS call center for staff status and needs. My name is Aida. Can I please have your first and last name?
Yes, my name is Sandy Day. Sandra, but I go by Sandy.
Okay, Sandra, how do you spell your last name?
Day, like the day of the week.
Okay, thank you. Got it. Thank you. And Ms. Day, can I get a good phone number and email for you?
I don't give my email out, but I can give you my phone number. I don't want anybody emailing me.
No problem. What is your phone number?
It's 503-735-0652.
Okay, thank you so much for providing your information. And Ms. Day, how can I assist you today?
So I'm actually calling to see about qualifications for benefits. And I was told that one of the qualifications was that I couldn't have an African American man in the home. Is this true?
What? Absolutely not.
So
Who
does
told you that?
I was told that welfare would require that my African American partner could not be in the home, and that in the past welfare removed them from the home. And I just wanted to make sure that's not going to be the case, because I do have an African American man is my child's father. And I just want to be able to have him in the home and feed my child too. But I was told that African American men aren't allowed to be in the home if they get welfare. And I wanted to know if that was true.
That's not true.
Have they ever removed African American men from the home? Do you know? Because my African American partner, he sent me some videos on it, and it looks like they were saying in the 60s and the 70s that the welfare just took Black American men out of the home. And so I just wanted to make sure that if I apply for welfare, that he's going to be able to stay in the home.
Yes, he will. As long, and unless they, if you apply for like cash assistance, they will go after him for child support.
Will they remove him from the home? And if so, like, how do they remove them?
No. Nobody can remove anybody from your home.
But they showed me videos, and there were newscasters and people saying that welfare had removed Black men from the home. I didn't know if after they removed them, did they ever put them back in the home?
Ms. Day, I don't know. I've never heard of anything like this. They do not remove anybody from the home. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, I just want to make sure to see if, because they did send me videos. Like, it was convincing to me. There was like a whole news report talking about how welfare removed African American men from the home. And I don't want to be a single mother just because I want to be able to provide for my child. And he's an African American male, and he's concerned as well that welfare might come and remove him from the home.
No, they will not.
Are you sure? Because he said that they do, and I saw a video, and I don't like. I know you're saying that they won't, but I want to be sure because the video that I saw was very convincing. He said that there's a lot of reports on it that welfare removed them from the home, that they wanted to be fathers, but he said it was mostly Black women worked with welfare and took them out. And I'm not Black. And I'm not going to work with welfare, but I do need to be able to provide for my child, and I'm just not working right now. So I just want to make sure that he's not going to be removed. I don't know if they were only removing them if they were with Black women. I don't know, but he did show me stuff and said that and urged me to not even get on welfare because he said it would remove him from the home like they did back in the 60s and 70s.
Ms. Day, it is 2024. They will not remove anybody from your home, I promise. You can apply for benefits, you will be fine.
But when they removed them, did they, do you know if they ever put them back or how they removed them? Like, I don't have to worry about the U.S. Marshals or the police coming to my door to take my partner out?
No, they will not do that. I don't know what happened in the 60s. I was not born then, but it definitely won't happen now. You guys will be fine.
Okay, so even right now, if I apply for welfare and we live together, he can still stay in the home?
Yes, absolutely.
And they won't take him out. He can just stay there, and then what happens? Like he's just there and he doesn't, what if someone comes and try to remove him from the home?
They won't do that.
So was he lying to me because he said that they did? Because if they took African American men out of the home once, then what's going to guarantee they're not going to do it again? Because I don't want him to have been lying to me.
Ms. Day, I don't know what he showed you, but for sure they don't do that right now. You both will be fine. He will not be taken from the home, and you will be able to apply for benefits. Don't worry, nothing like.
So
I don't know what he showed you, but nothing like that is true.
So he showed me some videos of some old news reports, and he mentioned a report called the Moynihan Report. Have you heard of that? And he said that those all said that African American men were removed from the home. I mean, I know and that's why I'm trying to, because if it was just with Black women, then I don't really have much to worry about. I mean, I'm not a Black woman, so I don't know if they were just doing it. Were they just doing it to African American men, or because he seems really concerned? Like he said that if it does welfare, then it will go to child support, and he doesn't want to be in the system. So I don't know how these systems may or may not work together, but I just want to ensure that he's not going to be taken out the home by welfare or child support. And it really makes me a little emotional because I just want my baby fed, and I don't want my Black man removed from the home.
I understand what you're saying. He will not be removed from the home.
But did they put the Black men back after they removed them in the 60s? Like,
I don't know.
Did they put them back in the home?
Sorry, I was not born then.
Do you know someone who may know? Is there someone to ask? Because I do want to apply, but I don't want the Black man removed from the home. I want him to be able to stay in the home. So is there any way that like anyone can ensure me that my black men won't be removed from the home again because they were already removed from the home. Like they're saying like the whole black community, most of them, they don't have fathers, and they said it's because welfare removed them from the home. And that's a lot of people to be removing from the home.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that goes, but they will not remove him from your home if you apply. Now, if you apply for cash assistance, yes, they might go and ask him for child support, but that's about it.
But so even if I get cash, they won't remove him from the home?
Yeah, no, they won't.
But what about child support? Because you said they'll go after him for child support. So with child support, is child support going to remove him?
Cash assistance. No, I don't know how child support goes this day. You will have to speak to child support.
Okay, so do you think I should call them and ask them, do they, because he didn't show me anything with African American men being removed from the home for child support, but he showed me a lot of videos. There were people saying they were both black and white, and they were all saying that black men were removed from the home because of welfare. And I just don't want that to happen to me, because I know that you said it's 2024 and it is, but my black man said that they will remove him from the home if I get on welfare.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that, but he will not be removed from the home.
And
you will be fine.
Is there like a supervisor that I can just maybe make sure, because I just really want to, I mean, we do, like in my culture, fathers are very important, and they understand. So like we didn't get, like my father didn't get removed out of the home because of welfare. Like, even though my mom used it, like my father didn't get put out the home, but my African American boyfriend, he said they got put out the home. And so I just don't want to be a single mother, ma'am. I don't want to. I see the community, and they just have like a lot of baby mothers, and there's no fathers in the community, and they've just told me that the reason there's no fathers there is because welfare. And so now that I'm going to have a black baby, then I need to make sure that my child is going to have his father. And so that means I have to make sure that welfare isn't going to remove him from the home.
They won't remove him from the home, but what I can do is I can provide your phone number and your name to my supervisor and have her reach out to you. Is that okay?
Okay,
because
yes, thank you.
Out for the day.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. That would be so great. I don't mean to take up so much of your time, ma'am. I really don't. I just want to make sure that my baby, because I'm going to have a little girl soon, and I just want to make sure she has her father at home, and he's just concerned that welfare is going to remove him.
I completely understand. I get it. I will have my supervisor reach out to you, and so you could feel more at ease.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How long will it take?
So she can call you by tomorrow. They are out for the day today, so definitely by tomorrow or sometime this week.
All right. Thank you so much. I feel a little better, but I look forward to talking to your supervisor. I just want to not be stressed about, my black man being removed from the home, but you said he won't. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that's it, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for calling the DHS call center. You have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.
She talked about you, about what you do, but where her man at though?
Yeah.